sitting soon at our Pesach table, beautifully decorated, nice dishes, and it's the ultimate night of freedom when we're all sitting relaxed, nice dishes out, and we're eating the matzah, and matzah represents coming out of Egypt, and it's a beautiful night. But suddenly, we take out the maror, the bitter herbs, and we eat that. And that's supposed to remind us of the bitterness that the Jews went through in Egypt. So that's a very interesting feeling when we switch our modes from relaxation to suddenly the tenseness and the bitterness of Egypt. How does someone change that mode so quickly into those feelings? But more than that, we take the bitter herbs and we dip them into charosas. And the charosas is supposed to be sweet. Why do we do that? Why are we dipping it into something sweet when the maror is supposed to resemble something bitter, something sad? And even more than that, the whole idea of dipping is something for kings, as the Talmud teaches us throughout the year. We don't dip too much, but comes Pesach, it's a princely, kingly thing to do. You take your food and you dip it into dips so as to feel that we are kings tonight. But we're dipping the maror into charosas. That's not the moment when we're supposed to feel free. That's the sad moment. But the truth is, it all is about freedom. And we have to understand what the definition of freedom is. The definition of freedom is where you do what you want to do, free from the shackles of society. But we're still enslaved to Hashem because it's not a slave. That's who we are and that's who we want to be. And Hashem is always waking us up and bringing us closer to Him. And the ultimate understanding of freedom is being in touch with your neshama, being who you want to be. And you want to be free from what the world tells you to do, and you truly want to be in touch and close with Hashem. And many times Hashem has to wake you up from your sleep, from your slumber, and bring you back to reality. Now sometimes it's not so geschmack to get woken up, because there are methods to wake you up, and it may hurt you. But when you're awake, you'll say, oh, thank you Hashem for waking me up. You know, the maror is the bitterness in life. But too many times, when we have those bitterness, that's when we reach out to Hashem. And Hashem says, oh, thank you for coming back. All I want to do is wake you up. All those bitternesses we have in our life are really sweet. Hashem is behind them. And Hashem is really waking you up just to come closer. We have to recognize that the bitterness in our life is so sweet. Hashem is behind it. So we take the maror, which is bitter, but it's not about changing your mode into something tense. On the contrary, we're so free tonight and we're so happy. We even take our problems, our sorrows, and we dip it into something sweet. And we say, thank you Hashem for giving me those reminders, because I know ultimately it's for my favor. And ultimately they're so sweet. And that's why in the middle of the Seder, as we're relaxing, eating a matzah, part of freedom and part of being a Jew is to recognize that Hashem, your loving Father in heaven, is behind all your problems, and really they are so sweet. So take that maror, dip it in charosas, and have in mind how sweet it truly is. And if you don't feel it, beg Hashem as you're eating that maror, please Hashem, help me recognize that all my problems are really sweet, and they're here just to wake me up so that I should be a real free person. Thank you, and Chag Kosher v'Sameach. Have a happy and healthy Pesach.